Hey guys, what's up? For those of you who don't know me, I'm KevSham, and this is where I share my Minecraft with you. I really wanted to share what I thought were some must-know tips off the top of my head. If you learned something awesome, if you already knew these tips, more power to you. Let's get started. Today's video is very different because I include tips I use basically on a daily basis, which I wish I knew when I started playing Minecraft. Right away, I like to go to game mode C for creative. You could do game mode 0 or 1, but C is the easiest to remember because C for creative, and this works for survival or adventure mode as well. So C for creative. So right off the bat I could use any creative tool or item and search for it quickly and easily, such as flint if I wanted that. Let's go into inventory real quick. So a lot of people know you could just click something, left click to move it across. You can grab it and then hold right click and that will distribute it one at a time. If you wanted to clean up the board, you could double click. It'll gather up to one stack. It won't gather everything, just up to one stack. And if I wanted to evenly distribute it, I could hold left click and look at that. It's really useful for the wheat, for example. If I just wanted to make a ton of bread, a lot of people I see, they just cut it in half and they think they're doing a great job. They make bread, but what you can do is hold left click and that'll distribute it evenly and you can collect the rest of the bread just like that. What's in here? Okay, so say you're playing a survival game like I do a lot of Hunger Games. You want to grab everything really quickly, you could hold shift and that'll grab it and put it in your inventory quickly. If you wanted it in a certain slot, like the sword, I like for it to be in hotkey 2. So just hover over it and press 2. You don't have to left click or right click anything. Just hover. I like this at 1, and let's say I want the food at 3. There you go. And of course you can always shift click and put it back if you didn't want bread, for example. And armor. Armor is really cool because you don't have to go into your inventory and place it one at a time. What you could do from your inventory, if you wanted, you could shift click, that would equip all of it, or you could shift click and get rid of all of it. But what I like to do is I like to go, say on the run, I like to equip everything this way, just right clicking it. Oh, because I'm in creative mode, I have infinite amount. But what I did was I equipped all of it, so right now I don't have any armor on. For example, I'll do it this way. You just right click and scroll, or you could use hotkeys to distinguish. Right, the next thing I wanted to show you was, say you're testing a cannon in Minecraft. So you got a dispenser here and you wanted to fill this up. Instead of going into your inventory looking for, you'd have to find it initially, but instead of grabbing one at a time, you can shift click and that will grab you a whole stack. And if you already have one TNT here and you wanted to refill it, what you can do is hit the middle mouse button. For me that's I believe it's called a Pic Button. Let me double check that real quick. Controls, pick block, that's it. Which is button 3 for me, which is middle mouse button. The scroll, I just click it, which will bring me to something else later. Anyways, you middle mouse button and look at that. From one TNT I could fill this entire dispenser quickly and easily. So it's ready to go. Another thing is when you're in creative mode, you could click the ground with your pick block, which is my middle mouse button, and it will change whatever block I'm looking at and give it to me in my hand. This works for everything, including flowers, animals. Really nice. If I could click the chicken. Okay. As you can see, I'm using a pretty nice shader pack. Really makes the clouds look nice. The sun actually feels like a sun and not a giant block. What I did here was, if you can notice, the shadow is not moving, meaning the sun's not moving, and it's really nice for when you're testing things in, say, a test world. You can make the time literally stop, so it doesn't turn into night. You won't have any mobs, or it won't get dark, which is why I like it. If you do like the time cycle, then of course you could just put it in peaceful mode, and that will disable the aggressive mobs from spawning, so it won't distract you or distract your viewers if you're making a tutorial video of some kind. What else did I want to show you? Oh, let's do game rule, which is how you change the day to night cycle. Let's do, if you can't remember what it is, you could hit tab and it will give you different commands that relate to game rule. Let's go to, I believe it's do day light cycle. Yeah, that's it. And then you have two options. So again, you can hit tab if you don't remember them. It's true and false. True is what every regular day is like, with the day and night cycle repeating continuously. If you do false, however, it will stop the time or stop the sun from moving. So if you really like this a time of the day, say it's time set 3000, which is what I like usually in a video. It gives me a lot of light. You could stop the time there and the server will stay like this until you want to change it, which is really cool for me. Another thing you could do, rain bothers me whenever I'm recording a video. It destroys the light and it's distracting and it's loud. So what I do, say it's raining now, I can type weather clear and that'll clear all the rain. But more importantly, you could do weather clear and then put a time for like how long you want it clear. And let's make it 100,000. And there you go. It's going to be clear for the entire length of your testing purposes. For now, I don't think there's a command to turn weather off completely, like to disable, like you can turn the day and night cycle off by doing true or false. I believe there's some command blocks mechanisms you could do that. If you're curious, I could make one of those later. Someone asked in a comment of a video I was watching, how do you drop an entire stack? Because a lot of people, they can just click it out of their inventory and they could drop it, but there's a faster way. So most of you know there's a drop command or control right here. Drop item Q is mine. It's by default Q. But say you wanted to drop the entire stack and not one at a time and waste time trying to give your friend as much food as possible, you just hold left control and Q, and that does the entire stack. Because I already have steak, I don't need a stack of bread, and he could take that, or she. And say there's a ton of string in your inventory and you don't want to have that in a Hunger game or something. You just control Q and keep moving. You don't have to waste time looking in your inventory while someone's sneaking up on you. Speaking of sneaking up, let me do something really quick. Something I recently found out. I thought it was really neat. Say you're going up a ladder. Where's the ladders? Decoration. Here it is. Say you're going up a ladder. Normally, if you're playing a Hunger game or something, they can see your name tag. But what you can do is you can hold shift and then go up the ladder. And what you're doing is you're holding crouch. I think I'm flying right now. But normally you go up the ladder like this, right? And you look up and they can see your name tag. But if you grab the ladder and you hold shift, you can still go up the ladder and they wouldn't see your name tag. So that was my little spiel on some tips that I wanted to share with you guys. Before I decided to do this, my girlfriend Nicole, she goes, "Why do you want to show this? They probably won't learn anything." And then right away she didn't know the trick where I could evenly distribute things like this, which was really mind-blowing for her. She thought it was awesome. So if there's anything you learned that you really appreciated, let me know in the comments. If there's anything I forgot, or if you have any questions on how to do, let me know and I'll do my best to respond to it quickly. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comments are always welcome. I'll respond to you, like I said earlier, as soon as I can. Until I make another video, I have plenty of other videos you can watch, plenty of playlists. So if you guys could check that out, that'd be great. So until next time, KevSham out.